Hey guys, how's it going? CoderMan here. I just wanted to make a quick video on my first annoyance with the GT4 and something that I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to fix it, but I'm gonna have to live with it. So as I'm sure you saw from my previous video, this car is kind of low to the ground. And you know, we live in Massachusetts where there's potholes. We've been fortunate that there hasn't been a whole bunch of snow and cold weather, but there's still all sorts of low points. And believe it or not, in the 2 weeks since I've been home, I have bottomed out the front of this with the lip at least 6 times. And it's not because I'm driving like an idiot or, you know, doing dumb things. It's basically just pulling into small places and, you know, areas where it's just low to the ground. So I was looking for options, and one of the things I found was you can get a skid plate, but really that just makes it lower. So I imagine you would just hit it even more. Another option is a front lift, but there really is no option for that, at least from the factory, for this car. And honestly, you know, Porsche suspension is kind of dialed in from the factory, so I don't think I'd really want to be messing with that. But as you can see, it's really freaking low to the ground, and you can even see with the previous owner probably hit one of those cement, you know, stops when you see inside parking spots, and they took a nick out of the front of, excuse me, the middle of the lip. You know, so unfortunately, I'm gonna hit this on things, and I kind of just either have to live with it or come up with a solution. So I'm curious, if you guys have lower cars, you know, what have you done aside from obviously raise it or remove the lip, which isn't an option because it makes the front bumper just look dumb. You know, I have big plans for this car in regards to things that I want to do, track days, car events, cruises, and this whole virus thing has kind of just put that to the wayside. And you know, honestly, it doesn't even matter. It's just kind of, you know, I don't get to create as much content for the channel, and I hope you guys are okay with that. But really, there's no other option. People need to be safe. You know, even right now, I'm out for just a couple hours, run some errands, took the car out. You know, there's nobody else with me. I'm practicing social distancing just like everybody else should. I've done a couple of car cruises. I put the video up last week where I went out with buddies right before this became a pandemic. You know, we kind of regretted it in a way. No one got sick, but we just felt like we weren't being responsible. You know, so moving forward, we're just gonna do cruises where nobody gets out of their car, and we always use, you know, things like radios and Slack and, you know, maybe Messenger or things of that nature, just to keep in touch, but not have to be, you know, face to face, because we obviously want to be safe. Now, lastly, before I wrap this video up, I've had a couple people ask me about the rental property and how we're handling that through all of this. And we've been fortunate that the tenants have been, you know, been paying and been really responsive through this whole process. You know, we haven't received the April payments just yet, although it's not quite April. And honestly, you know, we're just gonna have to take it on a case-by-case basis and work it out so it's, you know, it's helpful for everybody involved. You know, for those out there that have rental properties, I would just say, you know, be kind to your tenants as much as you can. Know that you're running a business, so you kind of have to walk that line, but just don't be a jerk. And in regards to getting any new properties, we're kind of have that on hold just for the moment, you know, see where this all shakes out. My business is obviously primarily advertising and marketing, and unfortunately businesses kind of slow down in a time like this, even though they shouldn't be. It's kind of hard to convince them. We're very fortunate that we have a few clients that are still, you know, going full speed, and we're doing projects with them. But then we've had some others that are just paused. So we just kind of want to take a pause ourselves, you know, regroup and figure out what we're going to do next. So I hope you guys are all being safe. I appreciate all the continued support on the channel. You know, follow me on Instagram if you want to see more pictures of the cars and my puppies, because that's really all I post. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. Please like this, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch you in the next one.